Pause. Look at what my mom got me and Ari as an early Christmas gift. It's not a freezer shirt. No, my mother did not send me a freezer shirt because you understand that by the time it arrives, it would no longer even be cold. So it doesn't make sense as a gift. It doesn't track. I mean, she may have put this in the freezer, but look at this. Now, she didn't really get my features correct. But it does look like Ari. And apparently I'm holding coffee. She texted me today and said, I made you hold coffee in the... like the cow. So that's pretty fun. Really nice gift from my mother, which means I have to find a way to get her something. Yikes. So I might do a little Christmas shopping stream this week with chat. And I'm sure all of the heartfelt, just good, socially adjusted people in my chat can help me pick the right gift for my dear loving mom. Probably tomorrow we'll do that. Anyway, very nice, very sweet gift. Wanted to shout it out because she often watches the beginning of the stream. So thank you, Mom, if you're watching. Before you go to bed at 7:40. Have you seen atriocmerch.com? No, I've seen atrioc.co. Atrioc.co available right now for a very limited time so we can get them out by Christmas. Our first merch drop in many moons. Where the fuck is the chat? I'm sure you all went silent. Hashtag ad for this, by the way. Hashtag ad for my own merch. I like that they included the stock price of Enron. You know what's really funny is there's an article right about here in 99 from Time Magazine that was like the 10 safest stocks to own for the next decade. Like, put your family's safety at assured and put your money into Enron. Enron was like number 4. And then, within fucking 2 years, 0. I completely lost their money. There's also another funny, really good Enron. So I should really do an Enron video eventually if I'm going to wear the hat so often. It's just one of the greatest corporate frauds in American history. It's a pretty funny hat, and people that are in the know about it generally will give you a nod or talk about it. To be honest with you, the people I found enjoy it the most are teachers. So if you happen to be a college student who maybe has a finance class or something and you wear this hat, they generally always really like it. I'm going to be honest with you. Straight up, teachers, that kicks off conversations. Let's be honest with you. We also have we got hoodies made to look like official corporate merch. This is embroidered. This is actually embroidered. It's not screen printed. It's embroidered. So it comes off. They're really nice. I like them a lot. And the team that worked on it are great. So if you want to try them out, feel free. And if not, I totally understand. But anyway, the story I wanted to tell was, and this is what I can do with my own ads. There was a guy, an Enron corporate executive. This forget his name, Asian guy. Oh, I forget his name. Anyway, he loved to cheat on his wife with prostitutes. He loved to do that, and so right about here, his wife caught him. His wife caught him doing that and demanded a divorce. And as part of the divorce settlement, to split all the money, he had to sell all of his stock. So nowadays, instead of being in jail, so he quits the company because of the divorce and sells all his stock. And nowadays, instead of being broke and maybe jailed, he is now the largest landowner in Colorado. Like, him getting caught and getting divorced was the best thing that ever happened to him because it saved all of his money by happenstance. Extremely insane. Extremely insane. Anyway, lots of crazy Enron stories. And that's something you can tell your teacher if they ask you about your Enron hat, if you get one of these. So check them out if you'd like to. Again, whether you are on the fence or not, I just want you to know Tuesday, tomorrow, will probably be the last day, Tuesday at midnight, because we have to finish all the orders to get them ready to get printed so everyone can get them shipped by Christmas. So you have basically a little over 24 hours. That's my plug. Maybe I'll do one more after the show, but let me get the timer on screen. Timer. Marketing Monday starts in And I know this timer's going to work. That's the best part about it. I know. Oh, there it is. And we'll chop it down a little bit because I've been talking. Inflation prices? Yeah, I mean, hey, listen. Probably. They are made in America. Thank gifters, bud. And then you put parentheses, me. do you want me to thank all gifters or do you want me to thank... Here's a question. Okay, here's a question. Do you want me to thank all gifters or you more? You decide. Do you want me to thank everybody that gifted or just give you a really big extra thank you? That's the question I want you to answer. But I have to find your name. Where did you put it? God damn it, I lost your name. All right, well, I thank all the gifters then. INDT, thank you for the gifties. ICBL, 205, thank you for the 9 months. Des Money, thank you for 27 months. Newt, thank you for the 29 months. It's Coney, thank you for the 2 months. Goog, thank you for 28 months. Boof Troop, that's your name, Boof Troop? Thank you. Boof Troop and Loop Schloop, back-to-back subs. What the fuck are you guys on? What do you do when you make these stupid fucking names? Boof Troop and Loop Schloop. Thank you for the 18 months. That's insane. Just make like Hockey Lover 420 or, you know, people used to put their hobbies or something in there. Or, you know, Icy Fire is a great name, obviously. Most names aren't normal like mine. Your name is Mamusi. Your name is not normal either. Don't try to fucking stand on a high ground. Herbert, that's a great name. Herbert. 3 months. Thank you, Herbert. Owen Derogatory, thank you for the prime. It's totally not a bot. Thank you for the 8 months. Hey Jay, thank you for the 4 months. KYR Daddy Milkers. That's a terrible name. Thank you for the 9 months. Fish of Sticks. That's a great name. Thank you for the 10 months. Jackie Moon. Jackie Moon, reference to Semi-Pro. I love that movie. That's a great name. 8 months. Koi Cadaver. Great name. Waiting for the 1 year. Veeb. Fine name. I'm going to tag rate every sub that I get. Parzival SD. Thank you for the 17 months. Parzival SD. It's fine. 8. 7. Lunette, thank you for the 25 months. Kokoryu Beats, that's a good name. I think you're probably a DJ or a fucking musician of some sort. Lucipo, thank you for the 8 months. Your name sounds like Lucario, and I think you're a furry. That's my guess. Spongy Hands, thank you for the 12 months. Spongy Hands. Off-putting. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Thank you for the 12 months. Wally, MD, thank you for 27 months. Someone is selling fake merch of you on atriocmerch.com. You should sue their ass for $1 billion. Atriocmerch.com. Let me just say that loud and clear so that I can really give them a free plug. Atriocmerch.com. It doesn't even load for me, to be honest. When I type it in, it does not load. Atriocmerch.com. Atriocmerch. Did we kill it? Nice! Nice! That's the plan. I sent too much traffic their way. They blocked my IP. Maybe they did. Works for me. Wait, did they legitimately block my IP? So I wouldn't find out about it? Lego Dude, they give the 9 months. Lego Dude 2424, and you are fighting against the fake Lego Dude. Yeah, man, all of us in chat have been concerned. We love your opinion so much. We want to know where the real Lego Dude is. And the fake ones are always throwing us off. So I really hope you win that battle, because for us, it's like life or death. If we don't know who the real Lego Dude 2424 is, then we're not going to be able to trust in their time-honored tradition opinions. Nipple 061796. That's a terrible username. Thank you for the 18 months. Your username is uniquely terrible. Impossible to pronounce. Way too many numbers for what it is. Truly, if I had to give it a tier, it would be a bottom tier. But I'll use Moody's ratings. You know how like credit agencies they won't say F, they'll say CCC. It's like A, double A, triple A, B, double B, triple B. Your tag is a triple C. So right, it doesn't sound that bad. Let's see. Doesn't open. Panzer Tank. Think of the 6 months. Love. I don't really love your name. Panzer Tanks did a lot of awful things, if you're a tank enthusiast, I guess they're kind of cool, but I don't really want to support German World War II tanks. Luke the Ginger, thank you for the Prime. Like an engineering side of it. Rude Gong, thank you for 3 months. Luke the Ginger is a pretty good username. Describes your name and what you are, which is a ginger. PT Man Hosos, think of the 19 months. My username is good in my language. Okay, well, I don't speak your language then, because PT Man Hosos doesn't mean anything to me. So, double B. Luke, think of the 19 months. Enron Swanson, think of the 8 months. Username coming in very handy today. Double A. CSGO Sigma, think of the 6 months. That's a pretty good username. I get a lot about you. I get that you are an ironic Sigma male and that you love CSGO, which means you might be an unironic Sigma male. Martin Shkreli for Zoomers just dropped. What the fuck does that mean? Martin Shkreli for Zoomers. What am I looking at?
Everybody listen up, it's a punch lesson. Go and get a fire Carter site, go to the dump section. Never get a savings account dump, you always want check. Make sure you go and grab a credit dump, they never hit with debit. You better put a proxy server on or use public connection. You can't get too comfortable on there, get the proper protection. When you surfing on the dark web, you might get an infection. I can put a virus on computers without any detection. Now you need some clone cards, not them white blanks. Why would you go and use that anyway? It'll say a bank. I like to use my old debit cards, the one I got from Chase. So when I go and pull the card out, it got the proper face. Okay, you gon' need the proper software. No, dumbass, you don't need EMV software. That's only if you're trying to code the chip they put on there. You just need an MSR plus the DevTune software. Once you got the items on that list, you can start here. Load up the software you just...
This is just a tutorial on how to be a credit card scammer told sort of over a beat. That's pretty hard. That goes pretty hard. Yeah, when he rhymed software with software, I was in on that. Cool. This is how, like, in the future, people are gonna trick ChatGPT into telling you how to make a pipe bomb and shit. They're just gonna have it rap it, and then it's, when they have like the text to video, it's gonna be like, rap me a. One NDT, thank you for the gifty. Schmeckles, thank you for the Prime. Oh, hey, it's Garrett, thank you for 3 months. Taco with PTSD, thank you for tier 1. Cater Tater, thank you for the 15 months. Butt Munching Nut Buster. If only everyone had a username as good and as normal as mine. Thanks for that 8 months. Really powerful stuff there. Private Parts, TTV, thank you for the Prime. Walnuts, thank you for the Prime. 12G, thank you for the 12 months. Damn, good timing. Veeb, Killer Canuck. All right. Anyway, what's good? What if one of the celebrities in Fortnite dies and they do a funeral event? What do you mean one of the celebrities in Fortnite? Like Eminem? Or what do you think they'll go back to it? He doesn't live in there. Do you understand that when they do a celebrity event in Fortnite, the celebrity is not being uploaded brain-wise into the world of Fortnite? They're not trapped in there forever. They're still, once the event's over, they're You think Ariana Grande and Eminem and The Rock are all trapped in the world of Fortnite playing forever? You're pretty confident on that? Okay, then if you're right, then yeah, they'll probably hold a funeral. You can be Rick Sanchez and fucking dance Take the L at fucking The Rock's funeral or something. If you want to. That's probably. Atrioc, I lied on my resume and I've been working 6 months as an iOS developer. I just had to tell someone. So you told 3,500 people? What do you mean you lied in your resume? You mean you can't do the job at all? Like you don't know how to do iOS development and you're in this job? That's crazy. That's powerful. If you made it 6 months, you're probably Gucci, dude. 6 months. If they didn't figure it out in 2 weeks, I feel like you've gleaned enough from 6 months to have added some sort of value. Atrioc, I watched Twitch for 5,300 hours this year. Hey, thanks to everybody who tagged me in your Twitch recaps. Usually, for some reason, behind XQC. I saw at least 3 or 4 where it was like 4,000 hours XQC, 200 hours Atrioc. And it was like your top 2. And I was like, okay, that's fucking... All right. You were number 1. Thank you, Boxes. Yeah, thank you for everybody's tag. That was really nice. It was very nice. I saw a lot of those today on Twitter. It was cool. Atrioc, can I have compensation for the 413 hours I spent watching you this year? The compensation is the knowledge. Okay? If you've watched 413 hours, you're probably, let me guess, probably 8 figures income. 7, 8 figures. You know what I'm saying? Definitely 10 plus million. Maybe. Big Willie, thank you for the raid. Did I miss? I think Drop Spindle? Drop Spindle, thank you for the 13 months. Honored to be the first sub to ever reach 13 months. Pretty incredible that Drop Spindle, in only 13 months of being subbed, has taken over the channel. Right? I mean, that's a pretty meteoric rise. I do feel like I am sort of secondary to the will of Drop Spindle. It is a shocking, a meteoric rise. Who knows what skeletons in her closet? You know what I'm saying? That level of rise, there must be something going on. Someone investigate. Who did she have to murder? Is what I'm saying. Well, you know, this is like a Stalin situation. Hey, Big A, I saw the merch site. I can't see it. I know you guys are making hilarious jokes about it. Oh wait, I got it. This is my Atrioc merch website. This is not my real one. The real one is atrioc.co, available now. Check it out because it is only available for 2 days. This is I heart Atrioc, but Jesus always comes first. Capiche? Introverted but willing to discuss Atrioc. That's what I do. I watch Atrioc and I know things. In a world where you can watch anything, watch Atrioc. These are all really fantastic. The reason I am not shutting this merch site down is because I don't think they've sold a single thing. You should probably take this one down though, because it is stolen fan art. I'm quite sure you're not the person that drew this. The rest of this is fine. You should not take someone else's fan art and then sell it on a pillow, even if it is a cute one of me and Maya. Again, as a small reminder before we get into the actual Atrioc.co, available until tomorrow at midnight. We reran the Enron Hots, including a brand new embossed Navy Enron hat and embossed Enron Corporation sweatshirts. They're pretty dope. I will be wearing these two when they arrive later this week. And this is what I'm wearing right now. The classic. Too late. I spent all my money on Atrioc. That doesn't really make sense because you can't transfer US dollars into Atrioc. But I'm about you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say hot instead of hat? And then you guys repeated it 700 fucking times and said, can't wait to wear my new Atrioc hot. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I misspoke. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're funny. Yeah, we're funny. Is there anything on the back of the sweater? No, I don't think so. No. That would be distracting, I think. Much like this Lehman Brothers sweater. Nothing on the back. Supposed to be a little tasteful, a little low-key. You know, if you know kind of thing. Has anyone noticed that Atrioc's mouse scroll wheel sounds like a chicken? No, it doesn't. I'm scrolling right now. How does that sound like a chicken? Is there any chance that you guys wouldn't have said it literally does? Is there any chance? Like, imagine I played a completely different sound. What? Okay. This is my mouse. This is my mouse wheel scrolling. And you're telling me this sounds like a chicken. I'm scrolling it right now. This sounds like... This is a chicken to you? That's crazy. That's shocking to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm shocked. OmniSoap TV, thank you for the 12 months. Can I have a sub birthday party? Really? For 12 months, you want me to give you a sub birthday party? You're 1 year old. You're not even gonna remember this. Hey everybody, it's OmniSoap TV's birthday. Happy birthday, happy sub birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, OmniSoap TV. Happy birthday to you. We couldn't afford a gift this year, kiddo. Hey, champ. Times are tough this year. We couldn't quite get a gift, but your mom and I love you. Make it a moment. I'm not going to make it a moment. Raj 586. Think of the 13 months. Can I have a sub birthday party? No, you're 13 months. Geo, think of the Geo 369. Think of the 41 months. Appreciate that. Geo, what was your last message for such an important milestone? You have. Oh my God! Wait. Geo 369. Wait, I have to show you this. Holy shit. Geo 369 has been a sub for 41 months and has only said one thing for 765 messages. They just come into every stream and type 3 Atrioc 7s. Oh, one chicken walk for Ari. That's fucking crazy. How did I never notice that? Now you can't say anything, though. Geo369, you can't break the tradition. Actual perfect chatter. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support, sincerely. God, it's so squeaky. I gotta get some WD-40 or something for this. And D-Squeaker. Hey, Mr. A, I bought an Enron hat for my brother's Christmas present. Can you give him a little greeting, perhaps? His name is Eric. So anytime someone has ever asked me to do this, I always do the same bit, which I go, fuck you, Eric. But I don't know, maybe it feels like I should, I don't know what to say. I overdo it. I go, that's like the bit I've always ran, but now I don't know. I don't know. What should I say to Eric? Hey, champ. Eric, I hope you step on multiple Legos. No. I appreciate it. Thank you, Eric, very much. Well, actually, you didn't do shit. Actually, being sincere, Eric, I don't know shit about you, and you didn't do shit. This guy bought the hat. He bought it for you. So I don't know. I don't know anything about you. Eric, What's your username? Actually, here's what I want to say to Eric. Show me your username and then I'll give you a nice message. Because I don't know what you've been saying. I want to know what you've been saying. If I read your history and it's all nice, then thank you very much. But if I read your history and it's fucking, hey, Glizzlord, looking extra bald and old today, then nah, I don't appreciate it so much. I don't know what his name is. You better find out. You better find out. Hey, Big A, you were my most watched streamer of 2023. You know what's cool? When someone tells me I was their most watched streamer of 2023, I think what that tells me about them is that they have a healthy relationship with Twitch. Because I don't stream that much. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm your most watched, you couldn't have watched that much Twitch, which is pretty good. Because I'm a pretty infrequent streamer, all things considered. So that's the one thing I can say positively about you is like, you can't be that addicted because I'm not putting in fucking 12-hour days. You've been streaming a lot recently? I've definitely had a decent month, but I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, I'm not doing, I could tell right now. I do think, I had an idea though. I had a good idea. Wait, I'll tell you this idea. I don't want to do a fucking subathon or anything like that. But what I do want to do is like a click the button February, where I want to do a February or maybe a 2-week period, or whatever, where I just go live way more often. Like I go live and we just got to figure it out. I want to do like a month where instead of doing, I think I do like 80 hours a month, usually something like that. I want to do like a 300, 400. I want to do like a fucking month. I just want to try it, you know? I'm still going to sleep. I'm still going to work out. I'm not going to fuck up my schedule. I'm just going to cut all my other meetings and projects and whatever else I'm working on and just focus on as many hours live as I can for 1 month. I just see, because I've never done it and I have no idea what it's like. I have no idea if it'll be fun. I have no idea if I'll make interesting content. The only thing I feel like I've been missing lately with my stuff is I used to go live with absolutely zero plan more often because I would work all day and have no time. And sometimes that made really fun. Like the sheesh stuff and all that all came from me like just fucking figuring it out on the fly. Here, because I would be working at NVIDIA literally until 6:30, and then I would have like 1 hour to eat dinner with Ari, and then I have to go live. And I just wouldn't have time to think of anything. So I kind of want to try that. I want to try a fucking just a live month, a go live February. Yeah. And whether it's February 2024 or 2028, you know, we'll still be happy, right? No matter what February it is, we will be happy with when it happens. Okay, we're at 1 minute left. I think what I'm going to do is run a quick ad. Watch out for the timer. And make sure my fucking slides are all in order. And then we should be good to flow. That's what I think I'm going to do. You might hear some snapshot sounds. Yeah, let me run a quick ad, play the Drop Spindle song. Move this back to like 3 minutes. Okay, cool. And let me just make sure this is all in order. So, this one's good.
The poor and unsubscribe while they watch their advertisements.
This part's really good. This part's really good.
God, they're suckers. They all forgot to sub again. Streamers need your money, so cough it up, cause they're our friends. Rent's not even that expensive. Student debt's not a financial drain. There's no excuse for not subscribing, which is a crime much worse than murdering. Still on an ad break.
This all looks good.
Stop the presses, these fools forgot to sub again. Streamers need your money, so cough it up 'cause they're our friends.
Okay.
Everybody can get $5. Just don't waste your cash on food.
Okay.
You need to feed your family.
This all looks good to me. I need
Sell a family heirloom like your grandmother's engagement ring. Family memories are worthless, and gifting subs will make you feel like a king for like 5 minutes. Stop the presses, these fools forgot to sub again. Streamers need your money, so cough it up 'cause they're our friends.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Here's another way to make a killing.
Invest in Herbalife with me.
I'll even let you join my downline. Long live multi-level marketing.
Still on an ad break. Okay.
Stop the presses, these fools forgot to sub again. Streamers need your money, so cough it up 'cause they're our friends. Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made. For less than 16 cents every morning, you can help a rich guy buy a new plane. God, I love ad breaks. Stop the presses, these fools forgot to sub again. Streamers need your money, so cough it up 'cause they're our friends.
I'm sure you guys are all saying cool things. I just want to make sure this is all good. Yeah, this part's great. This part's great. Okay, cool. Yeah, this all looks good to me. All right, based. In that case, without further ado, oh shit, timer. Oh my God. Close one. Dude, that one has if you don't know, the timer has an incredibly loud, annoying sound if it ever hits 0. But the chat was able to defuse that bomb in time. Au jus, like what you dip your steak sandwich in. Very clutch. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I am ready to present to you some very interesting business news. Business, marketing, geopolitical, global news. But there's one thing I need from you. And it's so simple. And if you've been around here, you know that I've explained it again and again and again and again and again. But I really, really, really need you to do it, okay? Because it gets the machine going. And it's like so simple a baby can do it. All you have to do is look at the screen, find the part that looks like you, and then when it appears, say me. It's just like, that's all you got to do. And then once you've analyzed that, I'll know how to target each message to you specifically, because I'll know based on what you picked. So without further ado, please let me know as we jump into this week's Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Marketing Monday Wins and Fails, the show where we go over all of the wins and the fails in the last week in marketing and business. And the reason I'm wearing these glasses is because Marketing Monday is going to pop up here any second. Marketing Monday is going to pop up here any second. And we're sure that that's going to happen any second. This Marketing Monday is going to pop up here. There it is. Okay. Marketing Monday. And the reason that I'm wearing these glasses is that because normally Marketing Monday is what you might call a bit of a nerdy show. Generally, when we discuss gaming industry or business or stocks or advertisements, we're this end of this diagram, okay? We're the one being stuffed into the locker. But today, things are going to be a little bit different. Today, we're swapping over to the jock. We're taking the glasses off, and we're discussing sports, baby, because top story of today's Wins and Fail concerns Shohei Showtime Ohtani and the largest contract in sports history. He just signed, extra, read all about it. There's literal people in the streets of Japan. A $700 million contract. This is the largest contract nominally ever signed and the largest yearly in North American sports history. So incredible 10-year contract for Shohei Ohtani. He is currently on top of the sports financial world. And I want to go into this. I want to first give you perspective. So the Miami Marlins are the least valuable franchise in the Major League Baseball, in MLB. They are worth $1 billion. That means Shohei Ohtani, a single player, just got a contract that is worth 70% of one of his rival teams. The entire team and the staff and the franchise and the stadium and everything. It's all worth just a little bit more than one player. And if you look at the largest sports contracts in history, he is now going to be dominating the list. But I wanted you to guess, like, who do you think the number 2 contract in baseball is? Does anyone know? No, in baseball. Mike Trout, you're exactly right. Mike, a.k.a. Mike Broke-Ass Trout. Mike Broke-Ass Trout is 64% smaller than Shohei Ohtani's contract. He got only a paltry $426 million over 12 years instead of $700 million over 10. Yikes, bro. It's going to be a tough winter at the Trout family house, okay? Broke. But who do you think is the number 1 largest contract in all sports outside of Shohei Ohtani? Some of you guessed it. It's Messi. Obviously, the football god himself. Messi, when he was in Barcelona, had a near $700 million contract over only 4 years. He got $674 million over 4 years. So his yearly average was actually way higher than Shohei Ohtani. And just an absurd. Both him and Ronaldo have absolutely insane contracts. Ronaldo got $536 million over 2.5 years, averaging $214 million a year. But in terms of the largest, top line nominal number, Shohei Ohtani's is the biggest in history. And even by average per year would put him in the top 5. So incredible contract. And I want to go into this contract more because it's actually strikingly unique. And I want to explain sort of why he got it. So first of all, if he's making $70 million a year from his contract, he's already doing pretty well. But we have to know about him. He's also one of the most endorsed athletes in the world. He's got sponsorship deals with New Balance, with Fanatics, with skincare and perfume products in Japan, all of which has made him one of the most bankable athletes. He makes $50 million, an estimated $50 million a year in endorsements. So really, he is becoming one of the extremely rare $100 million a year athletes. And if he keeps this up for the 10 years of his contract, he's looking at $1 billion 10-year run, which is, absolutely absurd. The reason the MLB and the Dodgers, which paid to acquire him, value him so highly is not only because he's an excellent all-time player who can both pitch and hit, but because he brings in a massive, rabid Japanese audience to the point where games that he plays in, the stadiums between 2 American teams set in America will sell all Japanese ads in the background because of how many Japanese players watch this. Extremely, extremely valuable to his team. Now, one thing that's interesting about his contract, though, that I don't think most people are talking about. You'd imagine a $700 million contract over 10 years. It would go like this: year 1, $70 million; year 2, $70 million; year 3, $70 million, and so on until the 10 years have passed. But Shohei Ohtani is doing it a little bit differently. He has decided to defer $68 million a year in a very unusual arrangement. That means Shohei Ohtani is getting paid $2 million the first year. Oh, sorry, it's cut off. $2 million the first year, $2 million the second year, and $2 million in the 10th year. That means for his first 10 years, he's only making $20 million. But then the 11th year, they start paying him $68 million a year. So for the 11th year, after he's already retired from baseball, he's making $68 million per year for the next 10 years. So he doesn't receive the full value of his contract until 2043. And why would you do this? Now, the main reasons they give are the following. Basically, it was Ohtani's idea, and he wanted to give the team he was on, the Dodgers, more freedom to spend. If they're only spending $2 million a year, they have a lower salary cap, they have a lower luxury tax, and they can build the ultimate all-star team around him so he can win more championships. And that does make sense. And that is probably the primary reason. I'm not gonna dispute that. All else, he wants to win. It does help his team, and he has deferred it. Now, that being said, sports also has agents. Sports has agents. And agents, they're thinking about how to maximize the revenue for their player. And there is, a unique advantage to Shohei Ohtani here, which is he has to spend this 10 years playing in California, okay? Which has notoriously high taxes in America, in California. If for some reason, after 10 years of playing, he is done and wants to then either renounce his American citizen or renounce his citizenship in America and go to Japan or move to Florida or Texas, then he could take in that $68 million every year with no income tax or extremely tax advantaged. So both as a benefit to his team and as a benefit to his personal tax mission, this is a very uniquely structured deal. Now, that being said, I think he may have made a mistake because by 2043, I think we're all pretty sure the world's going to end. So he's going to miss out on a lot of years of good money. Do you know what I'm saying? Take the money now, Shohei. Pay the taxes. There's no way we're making it that long. But what's extra impressive to me looking into this is that, he is an amazing player. And again, like I said, one of a generational talent that can both pitch and hit in the world of baseball. But he is currently just getting out of Tommy John surgery for like the second time. And he's not even going to be able to pitch until 2025. Like, he's going to be able to hit, apparently, opening day 2024. And that's like generous. I mean, there's no guarantee it won't flare up again or have consider problems. So what's crazy is that the reason they're giving him the absolute insane amounts of money is because he's just the most like nice, bankable star the MLB's had in fucking generations. Everyone loves him so much. He brings in so much revenue from viewers. They don't even really care if they win. Like, winning is incidental. So that's pretty incredible. That's an incredible level of influence. On the flip side, I want to talk about a sports team that's not making as good investments with their money. And that is, of course, the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they had a very unique story come out in the world of sports recently, which basically revolves around this guy, their financial advisor, Amit Patel. Now, Amit Patel was financial planning and analyst for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He basically managed their budgets and helped make sure they were spending money in the right spot. Well, it turns out Amit Patel did a little bit more. Well, he was the only one allowed to approve charges to the team's credit card. So all of the credit card charges for the team would go through him and he would approve them. Well, it turns out that is a uniquely powerful position. And if nobody else is checking or looking, there's certain things you could do with this that would be pretty beneficial to yourself and not so good for the team. He did these things. Basically, he took the Jacksonville Jaguars virtual credit card and started racking up business expenses, like a $95,000 watch, a condo for $300,000, a Tesla, a Nissan pickup truck, crypto, NFTs, gambling, sports memorabilia, concerts, private jets, all of this, Bitcoin, NFTs, state gambling, VIP luxury passes. He lived private jet flights, golf trips, luxury condos. And then, you know, all of this is fraud. And we've heard of this in some form or another before. I mean, this guy's obviously uniquely insane, assuming they would not catch up with him. But this is all we've seen before. But then he did something that I thought I've never seen. This was like truly insane. He realized that he was spending so much of their money that eventually some shit was going to catch up with him. So he did something I've never seen one of these fraudsters do. He took the money of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and prepaid a high-priced criminal defense lawyer. So well before he was caught, he took all of the money and paid ahead of time to buy one of the best criminal defense lawyers in the world. Which is, it's incredible because the second they found out, they cut off his funds. So, I mean, that is a shock. I've never seen this. It's truly a chess move. The lawyer, though, you know, as powerful and high-priced as he is, it's pretty open and shut case. He didn't even hide his name. You know what I'm saying? He did all of these charges under his own name on their car. I mean, it's like he just approved them. There's no real getting around it. But the lawyer basically has chalked it up to a severe gambling addiction. Basically saying, you know, he may have bought all of this other stuff, but the real thing he bought was gambling. He's a gambling addict, and we had to feel for him. And they also said, you know, most of the funds were spent trying to win the money back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if he had won it big, he would have repaid the funds. It's like, what kind of fucking argument is that, bro? Yeah, if I take, you know, $1 million from you and put it on red and then double it and pay you back, it's like, yeah, I get to... I made $1 million off of your risk. The risk is on you. I used your money to take a huge gamble. It doesn't make it any less good. It's still fucking illegal. It's still, you have put their money on. Anyway, the staggering amount was added up, and it turns out that of their total $1.8 billion in revenue, he had spent 1.2% of the entire team's revenue on his own personal bullshit. This is like more than fucking the players. He was, which is fucking crazy. And what's incredible is that he took him a pretty good amount of time to get caught. Which shocked me when Mingo first brought this story to me. I was like, how the fuck did they not catch him instantly? I guess, so it speaks badly on his character, sure, but it also speaks pretty badly on the Jacksonville Jaguars and what kind of system they have down there to let this fly for as long as it did without him getting caught. Companies, however, that are not doing poorly, who deserve a little bit of a win, is McDonald's. I heard they were being boycotted, but it apparently has not affected their stock price, which has a massive rebound since October and is nearing yearly highs, up 10% year to date and on a bit of a tear, a massive tear in the past few months. McDonald's is back and investing heavily in expansion, as a lot of their rivals, Burger King included, have started to lag in the high inflation environment, which causes people to sort of rethink their spending on fast food. McDonald's has been the stalwart choice, and they're actually taking market share from their competitors. And they're going to go for the jugular. They don't want to just win the burger wars. They want to win the coffee wars. So they've introduced Cosmix, which is, again, I think kind of an ugly logo and odd name. But the idea is Cosmix, which is a competitor to Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Basically the first brand expansion separate store that McDonald's, I think, has done in their history, perhaps? Anyway, there's a little news piece on it we'll watch just to catch up.
How may I help you today?
Tonight, the hot new contender in America's coffee wars finally unveiled after a McFlurry of mystery.
Very good.
Complete with a supersized Rager in its parking lot.
We cut it off coming this way.
America's
I'm sorry. This is a supersized Rager? Damn, bro. I guess my birthday party was a Rager. You know what I'm saying?
Parking lot.
We cut it off coming this way.
Just me and
America's
Stans at the
first
bowling
ever
alley.
Cosmix is bringing suburban Chicago traffic to a standstill. Today's drive-through line stretching for more than a mile through this Bolingbrook shopping center. Wait times
Jeez.
topping 4 hours.
I have been
That's
waiting in this line
insane.
since 9:45 this morning, so it's around 1:17 right now.
I have my order unposted, so I'm ready to go.
You got your order written out.
We wrote it at home.
Waiting 4 hours in line for a McDonald's coffee. That's powerful
Fresh off
stuff.
Friday's grand opening, Cosmix is the, for now, drive-through only side venture of fast food giant McDonald's.
Hi-ho, where's people? Cosmic here. I popped in from outer space.
Though it's named for an 80s-era McDonald's character,
I did not know.
Cosmix may be a nod to the future.
This is McDonald's taking aim at Americans' love for customizable drinks, what the company's CEO called a $100 billion industry dominated by coffee icons like Starbucks and Dunkin'.
So McDonald's wants a piece of this business because it's very profitable. And it's profitable because customers will visit frequently during the course of the day.
Yeah, they go every
will
day.
have flavors that will cost them a little bit extra, and they're often very loyal.
Can I get an island pick-me-up punch, please?
On our trip through the drive-through, menu choices seemed endless.
How insane has this been?
Insane.
With 9 more Cosmics slated to open nationwide next year, the
Good interview.
question, can this fast food giant drive American coffee addicts to start saying, I'm loving it?
That is really good.
Anyway, remains to be seen, but they are clearly taking no prisoners in their attempt to go to the top. I found their menu insane. The amount of stuff they have. There is a little bit of bite-sized food, but mostly it's drinks. They even had boba, at least it's some tests for some stores, which is pretty crazy. I can't imagine for McDonald's, which has the smoothie machine broken all the time, they are able to keep all of these different drinks running smoothly. But if they can, I guess more power to them. But on the other side, not every fast food and fast casual food place is going through such good times. I want to give a fail on the other side of the thing to Red Lobster. Oh, delete this. Red Lobster recently had a bit of an issue. See, Red Lobster has a yearly tradition for ultimate endless shrimp, and it's extremely popular. So this year they said, fuck it. We're not going to just do it only on one Monday of the year. We're going to make it happen this year every day. Endless shrimp is going to be a global event. We're going to have it every single day. Well, it turns out when people like this show up,
video, a ton of shrimp. I absolutely love shrimp, so I'm going to eat a lot of shrimp in this video, a ton of shrimp. This is my favorite meal by far. Hopefully the shrimp is eat all the options at a time, which is not an issue. It's the same for everyone in the restaurant. And obviously most people can't eat as much as I can, but I let them build up and I took all the tails off so I could just eat them quickly as opposed to starting and stopping the camera all the time. Thank you.
it turns out when people like this show up, it's a bit of a financial problem. It turns out that getting unlimited all-you-can-eat shrimp for $22 starts to eat into their margins when you eat as much as this. And Americans went nuts for it. Again, Luke Foods did a review.
Red Lobster has an all-you-can-eat endless shrimp deal for $20. Let's get it.
Never mind, it's $22. But check out these types of shrimp. They even got new, like, tequila
The curry guy, yeah.
crispy dragon. Let's try them all. Our first plate looks something like this. Check out this new tequila lime shrimp.
Is it good?
Pretty good seasonings, but all in all, it just feels dry to me, so I give it like a 5. Now, these are the new crispy dragon shrimp. This is so good. It's very crunchy and crispy, and it tastes like orange chicken. I give this a 9.
So if it's getting a 9 from Luke Foods, Americans are going to flock there in droves. And they did. So Red Lobster ended up losing $11 million and having a negative quarterly profit, largely because of this all-you-can-eat shrimp deal. So instead of being a profitable company, this turned all of Red Lobster negative by $11 million. And I don't think they're going to be bringing it back in the same way for next year. Never. This is the first rule of running a business in America. Never underestimate our ability to eat. We wanted to boost our traffic, and it didn't work. They're starting in short term by raising 25, but I think they got rid of it altogether by now. So it's gone. Other businesses that are thriving financially, but for not so great reasons. The service Cameo, and I have two stories about Cameo that I want to discuss with you. First off, Russia has decided rather than use AI to try and make fakes of politicians and like that, all they're going to do is use Cameo and then just edit it together because it looks more realistic and then get them to say whatever they want. So Russia has been taking prominent U.S. celebrities, getting them to say different things across like 3 or 4 cameos, and then cutting them together to making it say exactly what they want them to say. For example, they wanted to discredit Vladimir Zelensky, president of the Ukraine. So they got all of these people to talk about their friend Vlad, who was going through, detox, and to get help from your drug addiction. And then they took those videos, edited them together, and then added Instagram overlays like they were actual stories. So they made it seem like it was actually like Elijah Wood's Instagram stories account, tagging Zelensky and saying like, hey, Vlad, I really hope you get better. Your drug addiction is a real problem. Or Hank, yeah. And then they put all this out on Russian social media to try and convince people that American celebrities all wanted Zelensky to go to rehab. Like an insanely high effort fucking way. Russia really gets into this. This is their fucking Super Bowl, dude. They love misinformation. I hope you get the help you need. Lots of love, Vladimir. Take care. So that was hilarious. The other hilarious Cameo story, which I guess I have to give a win, is for Representative George Santos, who was charged with conspiracy, wire fraud, false statements, falsification of records, identity theft, and credit card fraud, and was removed from the House of Representatives. But the second he got removed, rather than be, I don't know, ashamed or perhaps even receive some sort of jail time for committing all these crimes, he just jumped on Cameo and made more in 48 hours than he did his entire time in Congress. He basically just started dropping cameos left and right for $500 a pop.
Song is definitely going to be Trouble. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. That's me. Bye.
That was $500. Someone paid $500 for that. At this point, I can't even be mad. It's... I mean, it really feels like some end of empire stuff. It feels like everything's crumbling around us. But I feel like I have to respect the hustle in some way. If no one's going to stop you, he's making, it's insane. So, yeah, we just got it for free, which is really, I just gave you $500 of value for free. Marketing Monday exclusive. But if you want to, you can go right now and get a George Santos $500 Cameo available right now. So jump into that. That's available. Back to fails. Cameo is a tech company that's thriving because of all of these different activities. They're making a lot of money. A company that is not thriving is Google, who has been pressured by the rise of AI chatbots, which people say are slowly starting to replace search in people's workflows. And so Google has been under extreme pressure to introduce their own chatbot, their own search, their own AI search, to show they're still on top of the tech world. Again, most of Google's profits come from search. If search is ever disrupted, it's going to destroy the company. And so they revealed this incredible trailer. Let me see if I can play it. Sorry. Is this it?
One of the reasons we got interested in AI from the very beginning.
And swans.
Yeah, here it is. Sorry. Okay. So they made this incredible, mind-blowing trailer for Gemini.
Tell me what you see.
I see you placing a piece of paper on the table. I see a squiggly line.
What about now?
The contour lines are smooth and flowing, with no sharp angles or jagged edges. It looks like a bird to me.
What if I add this?
The bird is swimming in the water. It has a long neck and beak. It is a duck.
Yes.
A duck is a type of waterfowl in the family Anatidae. Ducks are closely related to geese and swans. The duck appears to be blue. This is not a common color for ducks. However, there are some breeds of blue ducks. These are typically not as common as other duck breeds. It is more common for ducks to be brown, black, or white.
Are you sure?
What the quack? I was just talking about a blue duck, and now you're holding one. It looks like blue ducks are more common than I thought.
Would this float?
I'm not sure what material it's made of, but it looks like it might be rubber or plastic.
What if I tell you it's making a squeaking sound?
Oh, if it's squeaking, it's definitely going to float.
Nice.
It is a rubber duck. It is made of a material that is less dense than water.
Can you teach me how to say this in a different language? And give me a few options. Ooh, can you explain how to pronounce the Mandarin one? Is it Yazi?
Yazi is pronounced with a first tone. In Mandarin, there are 4 tones, which are essential to distinguish the meaning of words.
So anyway,
the first tone is a ha.
This goes on for a while, but it's at one point he crumples up the map.
And has won the most men's World Cups in football history.
And he does this.
You are trying to get me to find the paper ball under the cup. I accept the challenge. The cup to the left.
Pretty incredible, right?
I know what you're doing. You're playing rock, paper, scissors.
What do you see now?
The fingers are spread out to look like the wings of a butterfly.
What's this?
Big ear and barking mouth. A dog.
Sweet.
The coin should be under the right hand.
I don't know.
The coin is in the left hand using a sleight of hand technique to make it appear as if the coin has disappeared. Both objects are round and flat.
There you go.
Both are food. The orange is a healthier choice than the cookie. Citrus can be calming, and so can the spin of the fidget toy.
I mean, it's a pretty incredible, multimodal use of this AI. And when I saw this trailer, I was pretty mind blown. I was like, damn, Google's got some shit. Well, it turns out that this trailer was faked. It turns out Google's Gemini demo was faked. It's not real. They cut it all together from different still images and different prompts. Nothing of that happened in real time. And it was all prompted via text. So a lot of things that sound super simple in the example, they were adding additional text description to guide the AI to say what they wanted to say. So it was all pretty much not real. And Google, yet again, has only released a demo and a press release and not any actual product. So Google, which is known for being kind of a slow company nowadays that can do press releases but not real products, is proving that yet again and falling further and further behind what it seems like the ChatGPT and OpenAI. There's no doubt the technology is still impressive. They have something there, but they still haven't solved their main problem, which is their inability to ship. So we'll see. We'll see. Now I want to head over to Texas and give a win to a business I didn't know existed called Buc-ee's. Does anyone here know about Buc-ee's? Buc-ee's is apparently a large convenience store / gas station operating mostly all around Texas. That is the largest selection, and they're just really clean. Truckers like them because they have clean bathrooms and a lot of good options for food. They're good, right? And they go through a ton of traffic. And so this was posted by Buc-ee's because they're hiring, and it showed some of the salaries they're offering. $18 an hour for a cashier, $20 for restroom crew, $25 for department manager, etc. And they're full-time. Could be 40 plus hours. Pretty good. Then you get down here and you start to see assistant general manager, $100K. Car wash manager, $125K. General manager, $150K, which is pretty good for managing a Buc-ee's. And so someone looked at it and noticed in a fail to Europe at $125,000, the car wash manager at a gas station in rural Texas makes more than most doctors in Europe with lower taxes. Now, you still have to live in Texas. You still have to live in America. You still have to live in Texas. But that was pretty incredible to me, which led to this. Buc-ee's themselves jumping on social media and saying another L for Europe. Which is like the best marketing thing they can do because they're only marketing to Texans. So this is a perfect marketing win for them. Which is pretty funny. So I saw this and I just thought it was a win. But we're not talking about Texas, America, or Europe this week, okay? In the geopolitical segment of this show, we have an entirely new country to give you news on with a segment I'm going to call You're Not Gonna Believe It. Because we're going to Ghana, okay? We're going to Ghana in Africa for this week's segment as they have an incredibly interesting win for the New Force Party, which are running for the upcoming elections in Ghana with a masked candidate. They are not revealing who their candidate is. They have put up billboards all over the country, hashtag the New Force, and they are running a hidden person. By the way, they haven't even revealed their policies. No, this is their press release. No policies have been unveiled and no specific person has been unveiled. So you don't know who it is and you don't know what they stand for, and yet they're an incredibly popular party right now among young people in Ghana because people are so unhappy with the current parties that this faceless mystery box of a candidate is gaining traction. It's a total fuck it gotcha mechanic of a presidency. Yeah, it's loot box politics. That being said, Semaphore, which did the reporting for this, did some digging, and it seems to be the likely person who is behind this mask and who has the funds to run this campaign and who is most likely their person is this guy. I need to make sure I have his exact name, but he goes by the nickname Cheddar. Okay? Sheesh, by the way, dripped out of his mind. He is a Ghana citizen who was sent to the UK for school when he was young and has a history of wearing cool masks. So it seems like Cheddar might be our guy. Now, he's iced out, obviously looking pretty fresh. He made his money at 21 years old when he was living in England by selling fake Versace in the back of his fucking GTI. He sold fake Versace to make his first million, came back, invested in real estate in Ghana, and has become like a multimillionaire developer in Ghana, and is likely to be the man behind this mask running this thing. Now, currently, he is not leading, though he is gaining a lot of traction. His movement is getting a lot of citizens interested, and he has a lot of support among young people in Ghana. But the problem is, no matter who wins in Ghana, they're not gonna make it. Ghana, much like Argentina, which had similar elections recently, is in an incredible debt cycle, an incredibly terrible, torturous debt cycle. The government of Ghana is essentially bankrupt and is now going for its 17th bailout from the IMF, which again is terrible for citizens. The citizens of Ghana are experiencing right now something like 40% inflation. So I was reading about an average shopkeeper who's like unable to even keep stuff in their store because they can't buy it. The currency is so worthless. Again, no matter who wins, they have to solve this problem. It's the same problem that happened with Argentina, where like there was an outsider candidate who said they were gonna fix everything, but it's really hard to fix a government that has no money and no real way to get any and is still in debt. But what's really at stake here is that a lot of Ghana relies on outside foreign investment, or they need it to help grow or rebuild. And Ghana's finance minister says getting their credit downgraded basically means shut down of the government because they're already at the bottom tier. So let me explain. This is Moody's, one of the biggest financial rating agencies, and this is all of the tiers they give different government debts. Basically, AAA is prime, and CAA3 is basically the bottom, the worst you can be, most risky. Okay, you're basically in default, almost surely not going to pay it back. And this is a measurement of how likely a country is to pay back the debt. So if you loan them money, how likely are they to pay it back? Now, at the top, you're going to find countries like Canada, Norway, Germany. America is barely AAA. We just got hit with a possible downgrade. We are near getting punted down to the AA1, but America's right on the line. South Korea's AA1, France AA2, Ireland AA3, Japan and China are A1, upper medium. And again, once you get below A1, you're starting to get into really higher risk territory that a lot of financial institutions, pension funds, and like that won't invest in. They won't invest in anything below A1. So Ghana is here. Ghana's at the very, 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 very bottom. And basically nobody in the world other than the IMF will loan them money because their government has basically proven they won't pay it back. But we'll figure out what happens with that after the election. What we're actually looking at now is this. Our friend China in a segment we call What's Up Beijing? What is up, Beijing? And so we are here. And why does China's A1 rating matter? Well, it matters because as they're in the middle of a rising debt crisis, Moody's has announced that they are cutting the view of the country's finances to negative. Basically meaning, hey, you're still A1, but you're about to get downgraded. You are... Same thing that happened to America. America has also been hit with a negative outlook. Basically mean you're AAA, but you're about to get downgraded. China is at A1, about to get downgraded to A2. And that's a pretty big deal. Them announcing this is a pretty big deal. I mean, again, this is every rating point you get downgraded is a big decrease in the amount of foreign direct investment and people willing to buy your country's debt. So Moody's, when they announced this, basically said that growth is looking shaky in China. Property values are declining. China's government is going to need to bail out their local governments, which is going to cause them to print a bunch of money. And they're worried. They're worried about being able to pay back. So they're negative outlook. But what was funny is because China doesn't take things like this lightly, the second Moody's knew they were going to downgrade it, they said, hey, don't come to school tomorrow. They basically told all of their staff to work from home before they announced it because they didn't want China to raid their offices in China and, check to make sure they were very, very worried about China's response to this downgrade. But it turns out, again, as we've mentioned in the past couple weeks of What's Up Beijing, China has been taking a softer tone lately. They have been trying as best they can to present a more approachable face to the world and, get people to come back to China, basically. And so they said they did not raid the offices. They didn't do that. Like that. They just said they were disappointed with the decision. And they said, a misjudgment by Moody's won't cause harm to our economy, but it may cause you to lose credibility. Which is kind of a pretty low-key, subtle shade-throwing diss. But not, again, they didn't raid the offices or anything. So as far as I consider it, a W. But that being said, there's truth to what Moody's is saying. China has been separately vowing proactive fiscal policy to get their economy back on track. And what that means, if I know anything from America or any other country that says this, it means printing money. This means stimulus. This means, trying to find a way to get that bubble reinflated. We've been there. And they are there now. They are in a real estate declining debt bubble, kind of like 2007 in America. And so we'll see how they handle this, but there's a real chance that this is going to cause some problems. Separately, last week we talked about how China's been offering visa-free entry to a lot of European and Asian countries, basically saying, come back. I found Stefik, our Marketing Monday researcher, found a report that's saying Chinese tourism is down to 6% of what it was in 2019. Before the pandemic, it is 6%. There is so drastically fewer tourists in China than there ever was. So they're desperately trying to get people to come back and see the country. And so they offered this, and Italy said, LOL, no. Not only did Italy deny the visa-free entry, but they quit the Belt and Road, which was a plan that is China's like connecting all of these. So kind of insane. Again, largely this is because Europe is again more on the U.S. side of this U.S.-China polarization, and Italy didn't want trouble. They're still trading with China drastically, but they're not going to be part of the system. So, and it was their new leader Meloni's campaign pledge when she ran for office, so she had to follow through with it. Chinese citizen said, basically this means let's still do what we're doing, but not spell it out. Probably just trying to avoid pressure from the U.S., which makes sense. But again, China did not drastically retaliate. They didn't address it directly. They just said, it would be a shame if somebody undermined the Belt and Road. I really think you shouldn't undermine. Like, they're being more subtle is all I'm saying than they usually are. Instead of like yelling at Italy, they're just basically saying pretty bad. So all this news out of China lately has been, in my view, pretty negative. I mean, the economic problems we talked about in a video a few months back have only accelerated. The debt bubble from real estate has to be either reinflated or dealt with, and they haven't really figured out a way to do either one. But there is one piece of good news, and it involves the woman from this song.
My favorite TS song is definitely going to be Trouble. I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
George Santos isn't the only Swiftie in the world. It turns out there's a lot of Swifties in China. And as we know from previous Marketing Mondays, the Federal Reserve themselves said that Taylor Swift has boosted the economy in all the places her Eras tour has gone to. Well, finally, it's happening in China. Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, is on its way to Chinese movie theaters, and China is the largest movie-going population in the world. Again, bigger than America. Hollywood movies do better in China than even in America. And it's largely fueled lately by women. Women are fueling the box office in China. And so there's a real chance this is a massive, massive success. Again, we have some translated comments from Chinese Swifties saying, when can I see the film? Crying emoji. Bring us the film soon. But what's unique about this is it ties into our previous thing. Generally, a movie like this, especially from someone like Taylor Swift, who is very pro-feminism, pro-LGBTQ, things that the Chinese Communist Party don't generally support, they're allowing it because this is the first test of a movie under a new system, new branch distribution system, where not every single film in China has to be screened and distributed by the state. They're going to let the private sector handle deciding what movies to release, which, again, this is a pretty big deal, pretty big opening in China. They have never done this before in allowing a movie to be done through the private sector without being screened in reviews. So, again, this is a pretty big breakthrough for Taylor. If this goes well and goes smoothly and makes a bunch of money and everyone's happy, it could lead to more foreign content being allowed to be distributed in China. Because right now, only like, a dozen or 24 Hollywood films get released in China every year, and the rest get canceled because of screening. So it's pretty crazy. And we'll follow up on it in other Marketing Mondays. That is the end of our show. Thank you for watching. Tune in every week for another Wins and Fails. Xi Jinping's a Swiftie? I'm not sure about that. I can't confirm that specific fact, but it is interesting. Anyway, shout outs to Mingo and Stefik, who helped with research on this week's Marketing Monday. They did a fantastic job, and I think we had some great topics. We're going to watch House MD today, but we have an hour before we do that. So I wonder what we might do. Are you ever going to do another India segment? I absolutely will. I am extremely bullish on India. I just haven't had any big stories. I have a good amount of money in the Nifty 50, top 50 Indian stocks, just to be honest. And it's done incredible this year. It actually is one of my, let me see. Yeah, 15%. Yep. Can we watch NBA for an hour? I would get banned, so no. Nortel vid, a little too long. Tomorrow is Christmas gifts shopping day, including for one Twitch chatter. I think I'll buy a Christmas gift. New Duck Bricks vid. I don't know about that, but I'm going to play Lego Fortnite with Duck Bricks very soon. Oh, can I talk about, wait, can I talk about this? Okay, look. So I don't know if you guys followed this, but a while back I watched a 9-hour Bionicle lore video by this guy named Duck Bricks.
Hey there, thanks for...
This is him. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got a massive, insane Lego collection. And loves the lore, knows all that shit. Well, he was on a show called Lego Masters. Lego Masters. This is the show. And recently, I started watching it with Ari. We just watched some episodes to catch up and see how he was doing. And I was just skipping around for his parts. So I watched one episode, he did well. I watched another episode, he did well. And I started to notice as we skimmed through the season that not only was him and his partner the best fucking builders in the show, they were crushing every single episode back to back, like gapping their competition. These are all the best builders in the world. They were gapping their competition, but now they are currently in the finals, which again, it's already all been filmed. We don't know who won. He knows who won, but he can't tell me. But they're on an insane win streak, and the finals are about to be broadcast, I think, within the week. Within 1 week, we'll know who won. And they're in the finals. They had fucking, Will Arnett. Will Arnett's hilarious in it. And, I mean, they built some fucking crazy shit. So I wanted to see if I could show you, just briefly, his build. I think I can watch it like I would watch Shark Tank. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna watch it. I want you to see Duck Bricks' fucking build here. Yeah, it's a YouTube clip. Play. One second. Just do a quick YouTube clip here. So this challenge, they had to build a roller coaster. It was like, this is the get to the semis. Or actually get to the finals, I think. Oh, That's what they do on YouTube. They love to do that on YouTube. I don't know why. They love to add these fake fucking Hulu ads. I don't get it. I've never understood it. It's classic YouTube. They're just strange like that. It's the new YouTube update and it's whack. Yeah, exactly. But they had to build a roller coaster.
You are busy working, parenting, problem solving.
Wrong audience.
Chapter vitamins.
Wrong
We've
audience.
Been busy too. Innovating, sourcing organic ingredients, testing them, and fermenting. Fermenting? Yeah, like kombucha for
There's
yogurt.
not a ton
And we
of
formulate
busy
everything
parents in
so
my
your
chat.
Body can really truly absorb the
Targeted
natural
ads?
goodness. That's what we do.
I do want to say.
So you can do.
I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm not too far off from thinking about having a kid. Ari and I have talked. I don't know if we're too far off. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not saying that I've still never had sex, right? So it's not like that's not on the table. I'm thinking about it. A little A, yeah. Someone to teach how to play Fizz.
You. New chapter. Wellness well done.
It's the new celebrity guessing
Okay,
game.
anyway.
Who is the celebrity behind the
Oh my God.
That could win you life.
YouTube, why do you have so many Hulu-like ads?
We Are Family, January 3rd on Fox.
Well, I love it so much. Yeah, I know. It's super cute.
Paul and Alita, you're up.
All right, guys, come on. I think it's
Adding lore reasons why you couldn't build taller is really funny. We wanted to make it family friendly. I mean, they're fucking Lego bricks. Okay, ma'am? They're not afraid of falling. Anyway, I think this was the team eliminated. It's not on the level of Chris and Robert. So, anyway. Show one that didn't lose. I don't know. Let's see.
I'm so glad you're
There's
my
more ads,
personal
bro.
shop.
Anyway, they've been super duper impressive. It's just been super fun to watch them, especially now that I kind of know Duck Bricks. And so we're going to play Lego Fortnite for sure. Excited to do that. Oh, book club. Shit. One more thing. Okay. Okay, book club. So there is 2 book clubs going on simultaneously. One is in the ACLU about the book Red Rising, which is a very fun fiction book. And if you are not a frequent reader, I think you should try that one. It's very fun. It's an easy read. It's entertaining. It's got bloody violence and war and rebellion, and it's sick. I think you should recommend it. I think you should check it out. I love that book. I think you should be a part of it. But I am also separately, I was going to read this book anyway, so I'm doing a mini book. It's called As Gods Among Men, A History of the Rich in the West. And it's all about the ultimate Omega rich from the medieval times till now and how they helped or hurt different crises and situations. Mostly hurt. But actually, what I'm gaining as the thesis of this book is that, like, for example, during the Black Death, inequality went down and rich people pitched in to try and fight it. During COVID, inequality went up. Rich people got even more ahead and they pitched in nothing. And in fact, so it's an interesting step by step. But I will say it's a little more, I started reading it yesterday. I read the first chapter. It is a bit more academic in terms of how it's written. I wish it was a little more Malcolm Gladwell-y. But I want to say, if you do buy it and read it, you can skip the entire forward intro pre-chapter 1 thing. It doesn't matter. Just, you need to get into chapter basically 2 as soon as you can, because that's when it starts having actual stories and people and things like that. Okay, so if you get put off by the beginning, power through a little bit, because it's a lot of like setting things up, explaining what he defines wealth as, blah, 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 blah. But then it gets to, and my goal is, because he's not, you know, he has a pretty small Twitter following and has done interviews that have like 60 views. I kind of want to finish this book and see if he wants to come on stream and talk about his book. I legitimately really want to do that. I'm going to reach out to his public email and see if he can explain it. But if you don't want to read it, I don't blame you. Again, this is not like it's not an easy breezy read, and it's not super fun, I think, even though I think some of the stories are really interesting. I'm going to do a video about it at the end once I finish reading it. I think the actual subject matter is very interesting, and so I will just try to explain it in a more interesting way if I can. And I won't credit him, and then H. Palmer guy can make a video about me. Red Rising is great. Red Rising is a great, fun book, and if you like it, there's more in the series, so you have a good time. Easier or more difficult than Barbarians at the Gate? I loved Barbarians at the Gate and had no trouble reading it because it was so Succession-esque interesting. This, I'm only a chapter and a half in, so I will just say the foreword was very dry. And then as I got into chapter 2 specifically, got better. Was it a hyped book already? I read a really interesting book about inequality by this guy, Branko Milanovic, a while back. And that author, said this is one of the best books he'd read before it came out. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to check it out. And then that's why I got it. So that's why I heard about it. Oh, and someone mentioned Capital by Thomas Piketty. Thomas Piketty also recommended this book. And it's definitely an easier read than Capital, which is one of the worst slogs of a book. Just to be honest. Very interesting book, but a very drawn out book compared to this. I think this is better. Not Das Capital. Anyway, by any chance, is it a coloring book? Yeah, of course. What do you think? Is it a fucking boring ass textbook? No, it's fucking. It's all coloring book. This is me coloring a picture of a medieval noble kicking a child in the street, and this is one of Elon Musk doing the same thing 100 or 1,000 years later. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty fun to color. Only book I read is a Bible. Everything else is evil. Fucking facts, dude. Absolutely fucking gargantuan facts. Technically, all books are coloring books if you are goated enough. You just color the text. You like fill in the G and the D, and that's kind of base. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can make a real fucking. Could you read it to us like a bedtime story? No, I will not do that. I think that would not be very good. And also maybe not even allowed. But yeah, again, like I got to say, I think once you get chapter 2, it's actually, that's when you start getting real life stories of insane things rich people did. And it's interesting. So just don't get put off by the foreword in chapter 1 is what I would say. And you really could skip it. It will not, you'll, all those do is set up how you can trust him. Like what his methodology and stuff, which is not important to you if you trust him already. Okay. So without further ado, it's 9:13. I think we're going to, I guess I could watch something interesting and then House. Bro said it gets good at season 10. Trust. No, this is not me recommending fucking One Piece to you. It's chapter 2, dude. It's a short forward and a short chapter 1, which I'm saying you could skip. I'm not saying fucking wait till the Chimera arc, okay? Hunter fans will know what I mean, okay? AoE 4? Bro, you want me to fucking just... you want me to go fucking silent? Go catatonic for 45 minutes and then watch House? AoE 4, I can't even talk during it. I get so into the game. It's not... no, it's not a good idea. Bloons has a new hero? Another fucking waste of space compared to Quincy. Cool. Thanks for keeping me updated, but I don't care. All right? Unless it's Quincy's dad, Quincy. That'd be fucking sick. If Bloons added Quincy's dad, and he's like a different variant of Quincy, that'd be sick as fuck. Internet historian video? Let's just open the mental floss article, dude. Let's just skip the middleman. Watch an episode of One Piece? I absolutely will not watch an episode of One Piece. Have you read the other books of Red Rising? I read the whole series, brother, and I love it. I love the whole series. The new hero is so broken a guy beat chimps with fucking 1,200 monkey dollars. That could be a good way to get black borders. Outer Wilds DLC reveal trailer. I don't even want to see anything. No, I don't want to see anything. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it so I don't need to worry about. Can we watch a Christmas movie? Yes, we can, but not today. Chat, pick your favorite Christmas movie and we'll watch it all together. Oh, shit, I had an idea. I had a Marketing Monday idea. Oh, we can't do it today. There's not enough time anymore. Oh, you know how I used to do wins and fails into a Marketing Monday? Isn't that crazy? I don't know how I ever fucking managed that. But I used to do both. I have all of the best holiday ads from 2023. I have all companies' holiday ads from this year. And we were going to watch them and rate them and see what the best one is. I'll do that tomorrow, I guess. No, it'll take more than an hour, and I promised House 2 days in a row. We'll do that tomorrow, guaranteed. So we'll do best holiday ads tomorrow, and then we'll do worst tweets of the year. Actually, this week's a banger. This week, I'm calling it ahead of time. I'm calling my shot Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani style. This week's a heater, okay? We had a good Marketing Monday today. We got best holiday ads tomorrow. We got worst tweets of the year. We got, what else? Oh, maybe Outer Wilds DLC on the weekend. Bro's not streaming until Saturday. Just don't show up. I just say this, go offline, don't show up for fucking... No, I think it's a heater week. I think it's a heater week. I think we got a straight up heater week going on. And then Lego Masters, hopefully. Yeah, maybe I'll try to watch the finale with you guys. When do you cover your beginning of the year guesses? Probably I'll do 1 year after the last one. So it'll be mid-January. Jan 14th to 17th area, 20th. I will do a recap of last year's predictions and my new predictions for 2024. I do have a file that I've already started on it. I've been researching. I did a lot of work on last year, so it's going to be tough to top it for this year, but I will try. 8 Crazy Nights. It would be funny if I don't think I can watch that. I need a Christmas movie that's more public domain. We got to watch like It's a Wonderful Life or something. I do want to watch. Oh, when does Boys come out? Bro, you think I could fucking watch Elf? You think I just fucking pull up a Will Ferrell movie and watch it on stream? You're insane. You're insane. I'll get banned for sure. This is not Kick, bro. No, I cannot watch Elf. Charlie Brown is public domain? No, it's not, but I could watch. If it's really old, the rights holders don't generally care or enforce it. And Twitch does not care. Twitch only cares if the rights holders care. That's the line. Anything recent, no shot. Anything major studio, no shot. Generally, the best rule is if you can find it on YouTube for free, you're good. If it's on YouTube and hasn't been taken down, that means nobody's coming for it. So, how do you go with House? For exactly the reason I just said. Or we find it on TikTok. I mean, pretty much every one of these movies is on TikTok in 100 parts. That's the thing. That's what you have to realize is like they're actually not worried about fucking 3,000 people watching on Twitch because there's about 3 million watching on TikTok in fucking 40 parts for all of these movies. When is The Boys? When is The Boys season 4? I want to watch that with chat. And I want to do it like as every episode comes out. So that we're not making anybody wait. And so I can watch it insta. I'm going to binge Gen V on my own. So I'm caught up if that matters. Is Gen V good? I have no idea, but I'm gonna just binge it. I don't want to watch it all on stream, but I do want to watch The Boys with the squad, with the chat, because I did it for all 3 seasons before and it was really fun. And now I can't even imagine watching The Boys without chat. I think it would be a less fun experience. So I just don't know when it comes out. I guess we have time, 2024. What about Invincible? I'm going to say something bold. In my mind, Invincible ended with season 1 and it was a good wrap up. So why do I want to see more of Invincible? I didn't feel like I was... S2 is so insane. See what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I'm saying? This is what's called cyberbullying, is what you're doing. This is why... Are the VODs of The Boys Watch Party still up? No, unfortunately, I don't think so. Actually, somebody's been taking all the VODs and putting them in like Google Drives and shit for that. So maybe. Just watch more Invincible is good. Maybe. I'm not. I don't feel a draw to it the way I do another season of The Boys, but I guess maybe I'll rewatch the last episode and see if it hooks me again. What is the longest TV series in history? I don't know. But I do know that, like, I think for live action, isn't Always Sunny? Like, didn't it break a record? For some category. Didn't Always Sunny just win? Or sitcom? Yeah, longest sitcom was Always Sunny, which is pretty impressive. They just kept going. Longest running. Let's see. It's the longest running live action American sitcom. That's pretty crazy. Longest running might be The Simpsons. Or animated is The Simpsons, which is 33 seasons. 15 for Sunny. And then it's probably like General Hospital or some shit for something else. Why don't soap operas count as sitcoms? Why don't soap operas, a different category, count as sitcoms, situational comedies? I don't know. Why doesn't Schindler's List count as a sitcom? Because it's a fucking movie. It's a drama movie. Why I don't? They're fucking different. Schindler was in a situation though. Yeah, he was in a situation, but it wasn't a comedy. His situation was actually pretty dark and not exactly funny. Doctor Who is horse's ass. Let's be real. Now you're gonna get some question marks, bro. I will fight you. The question marks fucking chat mob thing is just say something popular is bad. This is, like to avoid the question marks, you have to go full moist critical and just say that you love every popular thing, and then also say you hate every unpopular thing. You just have to go. You have to just go with the flow, bro. Otherwise, it's there's no way to avoid it unless you fucking. Doctor Who is great. I didn't say. I haven't even seen Doctor Who. The only thing I know about Doctor Who is the Inspector Spacetime from Community, which I liked. I've never seen Doctor Who. I don't know anything about it. I'm sure it's fun. Just have my taste? Question mark. True. Fucking true. Can you guys just submit like a form with all of your tastes so I can just pander to you? I'll just tell you what you like back to you, but give you affirmation that you're on the right path. Can we submit that? Just give me a list of your top 10 movies or whatever, and I'm like, God damn, I love Digimon. I love fucking Digimon and burritos and fucking Lightning McQueen. I love those things. Same. Ka-chow, dude. Ka-chow. Number 1, Cars. Number 2, Cars 2. Number 3, Cars 3. God, they are so based. Isn't the same thing when we ask you to play a game just so you can affirm that it's good? That's part of it. I mean, if chat demands that I play a game and I don't like it, it's fucked. It's a riot. It's a riot. But generally, I've self-selected, so I'll only play the game if I know that I'm going to like it ahead of time or have a good sense to like it. And then I think they mostly watch because it's fun. I mean, I watch games that I've already played, not to see if like Ari likes them, but to see it's fun watching her experience them. You know what I'm saying? I already know Hades is a good game. I don't need her to like convince me. It's more like it's really fun seeing how she approaches it differently than I do. So I think people enjoy that about when I play Outer Wilds or whatever else. I think they just like seeing a different take on it. I think that's the general push for it. But that being said, if I were to ever be like, this is shit, or I don't like it, it's an absolute riot. But I still say it. I don't give a shit. When is Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk, I'm going to play on a fucking alt, dude. If you want to watch Cyberpunk, follow Atrioc. I'm going to play it no cam on an alt randomly, and you're not going to know when. It's going to be on a Sunday or something. We're watching House in like 10 minutes. Digital, Dylan, thank you for the sub. Oh, let me thank some subs. Oh, by the way, if you enjoyed that Marketing Monday, and I hope you did, and want to rep failed businesses in your own life, this will be my last plug of the day. We have only about 24 hours remaining on the limited edition run of Enron hats, including a brand new navy embossed. What is it when it's raised? Enron hats and Enron crew necks, again, also embossed. Good quality. Really like them. The colors. And generally, like I mentioned, I started wearing an Enron hat in college. I've worn this for a very long time. And at least back then, again, this is like the Middle Ages when I was in college, but teachers really liked it. It started a lot of conversations with that. Was pretty cool. So they're pretty cool. Check them out. And that's that. You can also, I gave you 2 good stories about Enron, you can tell. Okay. I get hella comments on mine. Pog. Would you be interested in the Get Smarter Saturday video about what? About the most important film composer who ever lived? Maybe on Saturday, but not today. $35 hat is crazy. If you're a broke boy, just say so. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm not fucking saying that. I appreciate that it's expensive. It is made in America. I didn't control the price. That's what they charge. All right. It's made here. It's shipped. That's what do you want me to do? If you can't buy it, I fully respect that. It is expensive for a hat. I probably wouldn't have bought like that in college. It's nice. It's a nice hat. And what's good, what's really important, guys, is that 100% of all of the dollars from every hat goes towards getting Enron back up on its feet. Okay? This is a great American company. All they did was lie, cheat, and steal and mislead investors for basically the entirety of their lifespan. Sent all of their employees' pensions to the zero and defrauded the American public. That's all they did. But they also built American tough. They got energy to the people of Texas. Okay? And we are going to buy the dip. We're going to turn this around. So your hat goes towards turning this flat line to a moonshot, the likes of which we've never seen. People have done much worse. That is such a funny argument. You should be their lawyer. You should open up with the Holocaust or something. Yeah, Hitler was pretty bad, and all we did was fraud. So that's great. That's not a real argument. Yeah, there's somebody out there worse, but there's a law that you broke, right? You have to eventually. It wasn't an accident. Like there used to be the big 5 accounting companies. One of them was Arthur Andersen. They are out of business. Now it's the big 4 because of Enron. Because they helped Enron lie, they lost all their credibility and basically it was a big anyway, let's relax a bit. Let's watch House, huh? I think it's good. I'm gonna I guess pre-run the ad. Let's get the ad out of the way, play the song. I'm gonna grab a quick drink snack break, and then we watch House MD. Where can we buy the hat? Atrioc.co. Here, I'll just... Okay. What episode? We are going to watch House MD Season 5, Episode 12, called Painless. It was released January 2009. The #1 song